Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus. And today we start off with a severe lack of justice, because we do not get to go first, and we're gonna get stunned right off with the crit, making my name make even more sense. So, as you might remember, I used to be "There's no justice in this war," and it just ended in war. War never changes, but now I changed it out to have the apostrophe here and the S, but I still can't quite get the D in the Butcher's Circus. No second meanings with that, but today I'm playing against Plague Doctor Simp, and this looks to be a very aggressive DoD team with a Plague Doctor, as you probably could have guessed. I could have counter-picked and brought like a Shield Breaker or something like that, but I don't think that would have been too much fun, so instead I just brought something that's probably going to get demolished, which is the Saints Row team, but with a Jester. So I have 4 virtue chances here. I have the Tears of the Lost, I have the Taste of Grandeur, the Sacred Blade, and the Nepenthe Jester. So I'm taking a page straight out of J-Man's book and trying to make it work. I do actually like getting crit here. Apart from the DOT aspect of it, I do actually prefer getting hit with many crits, because if I do get hit with the crits, that means there's a higher chance that I actually get to 100 stress, which means that I might actually get a resolve check this match, which is probably beneficial to me. I'm just gonna spam Zealous here. I could go for a stun, but they're chancy, and Zealous is just gonna overall be better. And I feel like my opponent's team is decent. I feel like the reclaim on that Flagellant is definitely necessary, but I should try to be as aggressive as possible here and see if I can bring one of his characters down to 0, and after I do that I can just mount the pressure, because the Plague Doctor won't be able to heal for much. The Flagellant can only... you can drop the reclaim, but it shouldn't be enough to save a character, and maybe we can keep going from there. Come on, Curse of the Spiked Bat. No, where's the Curse of the Spiked Bat when you need it? That's unfortunate. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage, but I'm gonna transform and I'm gonna go for the Rage. I have a lot of plus accuracy, so I should get the hit, and I do. I do a mineral at 13 damage, which is really unfortunate, because now Zealous probably doesn't even do enough. Yeah, that's really unfortunate, actually. 13 the mineral. I was hoping for a crit, you know. The fabled crit rage to save my match here, but yeah, there really is no justice in this world. Someone said, someone put a comment down, which is like, their mom speaking, like, hey there, Anon, you've been getting so muscular lately, what have you been up to? And you're like, I do one push-up whenever Shep says there's no justice in this world, and... well, you can do another push-up right now, because there is no justice in this world. I missed despite having the Battle Ballad and the Writ of Execution. That is uncanny. That is actually uncanny. This Huntmaster, he just has the padded arm guard, but it's absolutely wrecking me. Okay, one thing I can do though is if I get a roll for 6 here on the harvest. Oh jeez, it's so unlikely. Oh, okay, I like that. I like that. That is a big turnaround. Getting a double harvest crit. Of course we failed a 95 on the Jester, but that's still very fortunate. That's definitely gonna give us a helping hand here. It's gonna be Lick Wounds. I'm just gonna drop another region. Let's be honest, Tears of the Lost here should help me a bit with how much I can freaking regen, but it's still not gonna be enough if my opponent just focuses down the pressure on one character. It would be nice if I had a repulsed character, as this team is supposed to have, like with a Man at Arms in position 3, but I just wanted to be a bit more aggressive than that, and that's where I am right now, just being a bit more aggressive and regretting it, absolutely regretting it. Not really, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a Zealous Accusation here. My opponent might have made a huge misplay with their Flagellant, because now I might be able to take him out. There's still the Plague Doctor's heal, so that is something to consider. But if I do want to, I can risk my Abomination, try going for a Rage or something of the likes on this Flagellant, and then just try to win from there after I take him out with Festering Vapors. I did not get to go first though, so I definitely have to be on the lookout for that. It's going to be difficult to take the Flagellant out, but I imagine it will be through the finale. I can move back twice with the Abomination if I wish to. Oh, he guards. He's so smart to go for that card. So smart to do that. Yeah, good play, good play. I can still try countering it. Yeah, I can still go for the slam here. There's a pretty good chance I do 8 damage, and after they heal, I can just drop a harvest and then try to go for the finale kill. Can they go for the finale kill as well? They can, but it's not too likely. You know what? That's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go for... How much is Rake? 49, that's not enough. 7 to 13. 8 damage, just barely. Just barely, and I'm gonna try going for this. But yeah, if they hadn't gone for a stun or a guard there, I could have just moved back twice with my Abomination and have dropped the finale with my Jesser. And there was nothing this Fledgland could do to prevent me from getting the kill there, which would have been obviously just absolutely awesome. It's gonna be Battlefield Medicine here, 3 HP. I imagine I do 3 damage with Harvest as minimum. Oh god, 2 to 5. I can't risk it. I genuinely can't risk a 2 to 5. Yeah, I can't risk getting a 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that was a 25% of just failing if you don't consider the crits. I could not let that happen. Now, I wonder what this Jester is going to do. Yeah, he's immediately looking at the finale numbers, but he's doing 11 to 20, so it's essentially a 50-50. I'm not bleeding. Oh... Okay, that's massive. That's actually massive. I'm still at this store though. I'm still at this store. I could fail the kill here. It's a 45. Damn. Damn, not perfect. Not perfect. There was justice, but just not enough. Not enough in this situation, I don't feel. Yeah, 11 to 20. Got the mineral on there, but then I don't get the 45. So am I really winning is the question. If this Exsanguinate now kills the Abomination, could you imagine if this doggy had finisher, by the way? That would be brutal. The Plague Doctor has finisher, so she can go for it. Ooh, goes for the 25. I live, though. I live. I live again. Oh, so many decisions, all of them terrible. Yeah, this Plague Doctor is gonna be devastating here, I feel. Absolutely devastating. I kinda don't want to lose the Antiquarian, but I feel forced to. Yeah, I feel a little forced to. I'm gonna lose the Antiquarian here. I'm gonna go for the finale on the Houndmaster. Just take him out, he has too much dodge. He's very annoying to deal with, so let's do that, and then I can still take out the Flatulent, which is Zell spam. I think this is my best move here. That is probably going to be a kill. Oh, I stay alive. Come on, the 10th value. I'm really hoping to get a resolve check today, but yeah, it doesn't look like it. Do I want to save the Abomination, or do I want to save the Antiquarian? Oh, that's such a rough decision to make. Yeah, that is such a rough one. What about I just don't do... what about I don't do either of them? Just sacrifice? No, I'm not gonna do that. I could go ahead and go for a Rage here, though. That's an idea. Rage into stun? Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. It's risky. It's definitely risky, but I'm gonna go Rage into stun. I'm probably gonna lose the Antiquarian now, though. I'd imagine you'd go for the Antiquarian here instead of the Abomination. Oh, masochistic. Yeah, all your dodge is gone now. I'd imagine you go for her because she still has her action, right? And she also has the finisher, but wow. I stay alive despite the 50. That's actually genuinely brutal that I stay alive there. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a Zealous here because I'm hoping that I do enough damage. Oh, that's just nasty. That's actually nasty out of 10. It really is. Getting the Zealous crit there, like, I might have gotten a Gift on Justice earlier, but yeah, it turned around. It really turned around. Both these characters now are gone, and let's be honest, once the corpses are gone, the Crusader could probably just 1v2 this, and it's not just the Crusader, the other characters are still alive. Probably not for long, but they're still alive, at least for a little bit, so it will be very, very difficult for the PD simp to win. And he says very much justice today. There is just ice in this world. Finally takes out my Plague Doctor. Oh, come on, the Penth. Oh, I go masochistic. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm just gonna click here and go for the detransform self-heal. I could go for the stun, that's an idea. But honestly, do I even have to go for the stun here? 4 to 6 damage. I could just self-heal. And yeah, let's just self-heal. I think it's smarter. Maybe going for the resolve check would have been a bit smarter, and just try and just have gone for the stun there and then heal with the Crusader. Like, that was an idea, but now all he can do is harvest. Oh, he does have moderate coin though. He might get to bleed on it. That would be really unfortunate. Does he get to bleed? Yeah, he does. I might have misplayed here a little bit. I might have done a bit of a misplay. Do I heal for enough HP? He's taking 9. Yeah, I heal. I have to heal here. I can heal and keep him out of this storm. And, oh, I guess I just crit heal myself anyway because there's no justice. Crusader's Rally to the Flame crit heals are so unbelievable. And I guess I can just go for a harvest now, but that's also very helpful. Big bleeds onto this Chester, so now he's ticking down to 0. Of course you can cure the DOT with a Plague Doctor, but honestly if you spend a turn on that, you're just gonna lose anyway, so I wouldn't really do that if I were you. And this team is actually looking surprisingly competent. Sure, I'm playing against Plague Doctor, but this was something that was honestly not a very good looking matchup because of all the DOT they had, but it's still doing reasonably well here. I'm surprised they actually go for the heal there regardless. I'm thinking of just dropping a Zealous right now. The biggest reason for it is so my harvest actually hits 2 guys instead of just 1. I think that's a very good idea for me. Masochistic, move forward. It would have been good because then there's no harvest, there's only Dirk Stab. And no harvest means no big bleeds with the Blood Red Coin synergy. I'm still dropping down to 0 here, so they don't technically have to go for a hit on there. They go for the Dirk Stab here, and they do 8. Wow. Now that Blood Red Coin being broken as hell. I guess I could go for the self-heal. She does have Incision, so she's a very decent character if she goes last. Do I want to risk it for the biscuit? You know what? I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm gonna go Transform Rage here. If you want to take my Abomination or your Plague Doctor, so be it. I want to take your Jester out here. And maybe go into a final 1v1 between Crusader and PD and just perma-stun her. I feel like that would be pretty cool. I'm gonna go for the Dirk Snap, which fails miserably, and now I'm giving my opponent a choice. Do you want to go for the 65, or do you want to go for the 50-50 with the Plague Doctor? It's funny because I could have kept both of them alive just by going self-heal and the heal with the Crusader, and I probably couldn't because he stays. But still, I could have kept them both mostly alive here, but I decided not to. But this Jester is essentially dead anyway. I just have to hit him once. The corpse will be gone in 2 rounds, I believe, and he's taking way too much stress here. So all I have to do now is hope that Masochistic doesn't do the funny and just go for a Dirk Stab and obviously hit. Yeah, it's impossible for me to miss here. So the Jester is essentially dead now because he just has way too much stress from the A-Bomb transforming. A-Bomb's second transformation here is very helpful. Just make sure that the Jester is essentially gone, and also make sure that the Plague Doctor goes afflicted. So honestly, going for that transform there, not that bad of an idea. And once again, I still have the Crusader here. If you click, that's just a... yeah. I'll go for the final 1v1. I'll let you take my Jester, I don't mind. The best play here would be to heal the Jester over and over and over again, and then just go for Dirk Stabs. Especially since there wouldn't be Incision after a couple turns, but I'm still gonna go ahead and do this. Come on, abusive, move forward. Unfortunate it doesn't happen. Goes for the Noxious Blast, and yep, it's gonna be a final 1v1 between the Crusader and the Plague Doctor. How cool is that? Well, I'm gonna start off with a Holy Lance, which hits for 17. How many turns until that corpse goes away? Not many, I'm afraid. Not too many. Abusive means a lot of plus damage. That's definitely going to be helpful, but do you want to go Incision with the plus damage? Or do you want to go Noxious Blast? Probably Noxious Blast here to get the Blights. I do have that protection. It does 18 damage total, which is a fair amount, but now I have a bit of a choice. Do I want to stun or do I want to Zealous? I'll stun first, and then I'll Zealous, because I don't have double stun chance, so this isn't a confirmed win. I can miss the second stun and still lose, but honestly, he really is boss of this gym. Getting the Crusader in the final 1v1 is just so unfortunate for your opponents. I'm just gonna drop Zealous here. It's essentially a confirmed kill after a couple rounds. Wow! Getting a crit on the corpse as well. Crit 18. Tell me, look at this character and tell me it's balanced. Yeah, just look at him. Tell me that he's balanced. Yeah, I dare you. Goes for that. I can just drop 2 Zealouses here and I win, right? Yeah, I just do too much stress. I just take the death blow anyway. Well, big GG's to playing Dr. Simp. I think they wanna keep trying so with their cool team, so let's maybe go for match number 2. Alright, and here we are, straight into a rematch against our opponent, and it's gonna be the exact same teams, the exact same setup, except this time my opponent still gets to go first, but you know, we can manage it, we can handle it. Goes for the stun this time, only does 5 damage and fails the stun, so that's already a very, very big change, and incredible start, says my opponent. Yeah, failing the 75% stun. I'm surprised you go for the Abomination here and not the Crusader. I suppose he's a squishier character and you want to take him out, and you know, every little bit of damage helps, but it's still weird. I still think it's a weird move to go for that. Well, one of the big reasons I don't like Taste of Grandeur, honestly, is that it kind of doesn't do anything that's really that amazing for me right now. I would love to just go for a slam or have a good stun chance, but I don't really have either, so I'm just gonna transform and I'm probably gonna try raging someone here. And I imagine that's someone to be the Houndmaster. I will say 21 damage is a lot. That is a hell of a lot of damage. That's a bit too much. Oh my god. Yeah, Zealous is probably just that Houndmaster down to 0. And then Antichrist just goes for the Fetching Vapors and gets the kill. Yeah, that's actually brutal. That's really do damage, tricking damage. Goes for the punish here. Come on, Curse of the Spiked Bat, Curse of the Hemlock, but no, neither of them. And I'm just gonna go ahead, drop the Zealous, and I get the first 9/11 reference of the month, I think. And I get the Houndmaster down to 0. She should definitely go for a heal here, but even after the heal, Festering Vapors will still bring you down to 0, unless I'm really unlucky. And by unlucky I mean failing the Blight as well, but no, I only failed the 2 to 3 damage roll, so it's okay. Once he clicks down to 0, he has to go for Lick Wounds anyway, so who cares. Is this gonna be a Harvest turn? I'd imagine so. No, it's gonna be their Accept turn. Wow, oh, with the crit 18 as well. Oh, the Justice. Oh, the Justice. Everybody wants to remove it from me. That one didn't go too well. I'm just gonna stun this Jester. That was honestly a bit too much pressure already. I don't want a beefed up, jacked up Jester with the blood red coin just ready to drop a finale on whoever you want, so you won't get it until at least round 4. So let's just take it from there. Is this gonna be a Reclaim? Or, wow, more aggression? Really? Or Reclaim? I feel like it's gonna be aggression. Yes, it is. Punish onto the Abomination. He's going down to 0 now for sure. Finally fails one of the DOTs, but you know, it's too little too late for me. I'm just gonna click and go for the self-heal. Or am I? Yeah, Noxious Blast hits position 1. I kinda have to do it. I'm just gonna click, go for the self-heal here. Roll for the 13. I am still dropping to Death's Door, which is unfortunate, but I could just go for the final action, and I would have 2 damage buffs with the transform, so that might generally be a thing that happens in round 3. If the Flagellant acts too early, I might be able to drop a Rage or something. I mean, I'm gonna be dazed, but you never know. You never know. Actually goes for that, which is a bit surprising. How can I punish it is my question. How can I punish it? Well, not in too many ways, honestly. I'm just gonna drop a regen here. It's gonna save my Abomination unless he takes any more DOT damage. And it's also gonna make sure that my Jester doesn't lose too much HP because of that Plague Grenade. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. It's gonna be Lick Wounds here, and I should still have enough DOT with the Harvest here. So let's go ahead and do it. I do 3 damage and miss the Jester. Yeah, with Battle Ballad, by the way. And now you're taking 6 and... Oh, actually it's enough. Just barely enough. You're taking 6 and regening 4. So yeah, you are just barely dropping to 0 HP there. I love it. I absolutely love it. How do I want to keep going with this match though? After this this punish here, I imagine, or oh no, it's not going to be a punish, it's going to be reclaim finally. Heals for 6. I'm not sure that's the best move at this point. I feel like reclaim would have been a good move the previous round, but now I can just drop a harvest here and I should be getting double value because I should be hitting the Jester at least one of the 2 times, but you know, I guess not today. And I do still bring this Houndmaster down to 0 here. I just have too much DOT, and he's getting close to Afflicted, which is helpful, to say the least. Yeah, alright, no worries. I see how it is. I see how it is. Come on, Crit Zealous. 78. I have missed 2 73s and a 78. Yeah. 2 73s and a 78 on this Jester. He should be at this door right now. Unironically at this door. Yeah. That would be very, very helpful for me here, but no, I've just been really, really unfortunate so far. Well, what can I do about it? What should my opponent do here? Probably just try to focus more pressure on the Abomination, but no, it's just going to be a Plague Grenade. Kind of spreading out the damage here, not that great of a move, but you know, it does do a way more DOT than what I can fight, so it does make sense to go for that here. I'm gonna have 2 damage buffs right now, so a Slam should do a lot of damage. Rage also does a lot of damage, but yeah, this is a Slam turn. Crit 26 Slam, by the way, and he's on all the way to the back. I do have the finisher. Plague Dr. Sim says owie. Yeah, I would say owie too. That was a lot of freaking damage right there. And that's my second transformation, so all these characters should be getting afflicted quite soon, honestly. I'm just doing a lot of stress here. This team is decent. I like the setup. I mean, you have Crusader and Abomination, so it's difficult not to... It's difficult not to have a good time with it. It definitely gets harder if that sort of stuff keeps happening. It's way, way, way harder. One thing I can try and do though is just go for the harvest here to counter that DOT, and do I counter it sufficiently? Just barely, but yes, I do counter it sufficiently. So now I just have to drop a Zealous here, but that would be a massive waste of stress. Oh, it's gonna be a Battlefield Medicine though. You have this no recovery. I could make you have a heart attack, and then after you act, I also want to drop regen. Every move is good, every move is bad. I drop regen. Honestly, just it has value on 3 characters right now. There's no world where I don't drop regen, I feel. I'm surprised to see that action coming in first, but Houndmaster is going to go selfish. That's an extra 5 dodge. That's not really what I wanted to see. Reminder to hydrate, by the way. Goes for the Houndseri and gets the bleed, and yeah, that's enough DOT. Sadly for me, that is enough DOT here. Would be nice to go for the rage crit, but then I just die on the spot, so yeah, honestly, not the smartest move. Even if it would look cool, so I'm just gonna click and go for the Zealous here. Nice damage rolls though, I must say that these Zealouses are hurting like crazy. They really are. A Sacred Blade doesn't actually help the Zealous in any way because it's a ranged ability. Some people actually miss this when they see the melee skills. They think that Zealous Acquisition is melee for some reason. You know, it looks melee, but it isn't. Though, I mean, Holy Lance is melee, isn't it? And that definitely does not look melee. I mean, sure, you're using the melee, but you're going from like position 4 to position 4 as well, so it's weird. It's weird how the game actually figures that out, but I'm gonna go for the second self-heal here, and I will have the regen after it, so very good stuff for me. I'm also ramping up the finale damage like wild amounts, so I definitely want to drop it ASAP. I could have moved back there and tried to have gone for finale. That was definitely an idea, but I did not go for such an idea. Please fail the bleed. That was a bit too much to ask, honestly, but I'm surprised they do that, because now I can actually drop a finale here if I want to. Depends on what they want to do, though. If they just click the doggy and go Hound's Harry here, mindlessly, I will move back finale. Yeah, that's literally what I wanted them to do. Just Hound's Harry mindlessly. I should be able to get it here, right? I have 4 damage buffs. It's a bit of a gamble. It really is a bit of a gamble. But I'm still gonna go for it. Yeah, I mean, with 4 damage buffs, I do have Nepenthe, not the blood red coin though. So it's gonna be a bit rough here with the damage. They definitely should either heal here to give their flashlight a bit more HP, or just go for the hit on me just to make me be at this store here. I'm doing 14 to 26. I cannot justify going for 14 to 26. I can justify going for a 16 to 9 to 29 though. I could. I don't go first. No, I don't. 16 to 29. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. 16 to 29, very likely to take the Plague Doctor out. And now that there's no Plague Doctor, there's no active healer, and there's no more finisher. There's my opponent going, no! It's because no! Yeah, I'm sorry, but you walked into that one by healing the flagellant there. I'm very sorry. That was kind of something they missed. They missed that I could also go for another character. I feel like hitting me there for the damage debuff would have been a smarter move than just have gone for the heal on the flagellant. Because now it doesn't really do anything for them. It's just, you know, whatever. I'm gonna go for the manacles here. Prevent that Jester from getting his finale, like, even more. I definitely don't want him to be getting a finale of his own. At least not for a lot of rounds, and it's just gonna be a Harry here. That shouldn't be enough DOT, I don't think. No, it's close, it's very close, but no cigar. No, I can't transform anymore, which definitely feels very sad here, but I'm gonna go for the 75 stun. But I do get it, so the smaller doggy went for the 75 stun round 1, and then 5 rounds after, the bigger doggy is the one that actually got it. So that was 5 turns later, a right back at your buckaroo, I suppose. Now the flagellant goes for a very nice act out there, hitting the Jester for a quarter of his HP, 7 times 4, 28. Yeah, I did get it right. I'm not that bad at math. I am pretty bad, but I'm not that bad. I can say for sure, though, that a 30% chance is not a very good one, but my opponent seems to get it regardless. I don't appreciate that one bit, but I can't really do too much about it at this point. I can go for Zealous here. I could have also gone for a stun and have gotten the triple stun. That would have been pretty cute with this front line here, but I feel like just dropping Zealous here with the amount of stress we've dealt is overall going to be better. I could also drop a regen at this point, but I mean, look at the stress. Yeah, look at the stress on them. Oh, it's not enough to counter it. It would be enough the next round, though. Yeah, I'm still gonna drop regen. It just has way too much value. It's healing all 3 characters. It's just way too good to pass up on, I feel. Let's go ahead and drop a Dirk Stab here. Probably on the Houndmaster. I mean, it's gonna miss anyway, who cares? Yeah, it's just gonna miss anyway. And now I do actually regen enough. I also regen a little bit more. I also regen enough here on the Abomination, so everything's looking mighty fine. I won't be a punchline. I guess you have to go for the Dirk Stab now. Oh, with the crit too. That's very unfortunate. That's actually really freaking unfortunate there. Biggest reason it is unfortunate is because now the Harvest will hit 2 characters at once, which I definitely dislike. Come on. Come on, all 13. Yeah, that's a gone doggy. That's a very gone doggy. Extra stress, please. Yes, on both characters too. Okay, that's wonderful. I'm probably not gonna kill the Flagell through stress. It could happen, despite the Gauntlet of Absolution. It could happen because Zealous just has that big of a stress base. But I'm not entirely sure that's something that will actually happen here. Okay. He's making a decision. Does he want to go redeem? I mean, it's a very rough decision to make right now, because regardless of what you do, you probably have to go for a heal here, because if you don't, there's manacles and festering. And it's a 45 to get the kill. Goes for the exsanguinate. That's... oh, come on. Come on, Days of Grandeur. It says 100. I don't think it's gonna be... come on. Oh, hopeless. I haven't gotten a single virtue in 2 matches of virtue team. It's so sad. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for manacles here on the Jester. Okay, that's generally good for me because of the virtue chances. I'm gonna go for the 79. We do take it though, we do take the 79. That's very helpful. And I might still lose this match. This Rapturous Flagellant is just a bit too strong here. He is definitely very, very strong. Festering Vapors would be very helpful. So would Rejuvenating. But I feel like Festering Vapors here to kill the Jester is more helpful. If he does get to position 2 miraculously, I have to hit him with a Zealous and have him dead on the spot, not dead in 2 turns. I have to do some Festering Vapors now if I still want to win this. I also have to somehow save my Abomination here, so I could either go for a heal, or I could go... does he have Redeem? He does. It makes sense not to hit him. Yeah, it makes sense not to hit him, so let's go ahead and actually drop a heal here. Thankfully, Hopeless doesn't say no. I would have been pissed if that were the case, but this is perfectly okay. And I'm just gonna go for a double stun, and then I'm gonna go for the festering and try to get the kill on there. And even if it isn't a kill, it's also gonna be a lot of stress, and then Zealous will likely get the kill after it. Actually goes for a punish on the Crusader. Bleed Res? Nope. Once again, fails the Bleed Res. I mean, sure, there was a crit, but still. Once again, the Bleed Res is my imagination. And Hopeless gets the pass. Yeah. Okay. Okay, dude. Okay. It's too late for regen, Shep. Too late for regen. I gotta go for the Festering Vapors here. A little extra stress, it keeps piling up, but so does the DOT on the Flashlight. He's gonna have Redeem soon. He is gonna have that Redeem soon enough. Is he gonna go for the 25? Is he? Is he gonna go for the 25? He is. What a madman. And that's a bit of stress that just that tiny bit could make a difference here. I feel like I might do enough stress now with the Zealous. I think I do 39. He's gonna go for the claim just to try and stay alive. That's hilarious. I'm gonna go for the double stun here. I'm also gonna do extra stress because of bringing him down to 0. So it's very helpful. The Flagellant will be able to drop his Redeem next round though. But I'm hoping that the amount of stress I've dealt to this Jester will allow me to just take the W here. And okay, there's that happening. I feel like my best move right now is to regen into heal and just take it from there. I could go for a stun here. I do know it's a 65, but yeah, I'm still gonna do this. Keep the characters out of that store. Rejuvenating Vapor is very helpful here because of my resistances, and I just take it from there. I'm pretty sure the doggy is gone next round, so I'm 100% gonna keep that in mind. Please fail to bleed with Harvest if you go for it. Come on, Crusader. Your bleed resistance is gonna count for something. Oh, finally. A singular bleed res. Literally the first one. I can click here, no worries. And I can go ahead and drop crit manacles. Yeah, that's helpful. That is very helpful. That Jester is not looking too good right now, is he? No, he is not. And... oh, that's a hit! Oh, that's so good! You have to go for the Redeem now. You are forced to go for it, or else you're just gone. Oh, that is amazing. Okay. Yeah, he's still very tanky right now. He's still in a very tanky spot. Do I want to drop yet another Rejuvenating Vapors? Or do I want to go festering here? Well, both are smart. There's so much DOT on there. I mean, there's so much regen and HP now. It's very unfortunate that I have to deal with all that nonsense. So yeah, I feel like I do have to go festering Vapors here. Oh, the hit chance sucks now because he's at high HP. It actually does suck. I do get the DOT on the Flagellant though, so that's one bit of help, I suppose. Let's go ahead and drop a Zealous on there too. The Stress is gonna be a helping hand here. The Corpse is gone now for sure, even from just the DOT. And the Flagellant is gonna click first. What does the Flagellant do? Oh no, he's not. He's dazed. Yeah, that's right. He doesn't get to go first there. I could just click here and go for a stun before I'm at this door. There's no way I survive after the punish. Or, you know, if you know what I mean. I could be Smile, that's an idea, but my hit chance kinda sucks, so I'd rather just go for this. 60 to stun, I do take it. Okay, wonderful. I'm fearful with the fearful dodge. He's lost so many of his buffs! He's been stunned for so many rounds, he's losing damage buffs. Oh, that's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. He's losing all of them. He's not that big of a threat, actually. Yeah. And PD Simp says, fill one of those 60% please, heart emoji. Oh, that's too funny. That is too funny. Oh, you know what is also too funny here? This Flagellant is in a very sorry state, but I don't think I actually do enough stress. I think I get really close, but I don't do enough, which is perfect. Why is it perfect? Because look at this. 199. Please don't do extra stress. Good, good. Look at this. If he clicks, he's gone. He's a goner. He's an absolute goner if he clicks. If he clicks a Jester, he's a goner after it. So whatever you do, you're doomed with this Flagellant. Unless the Jester does stress, but he can't because he's stunned. And stunned characters can't do stress with an act out bark as they start their action. So I just drop another rejuvenating vapors here. There's nothing bad that could happen. Hopeless isn't going to go for any silly moves. The Flagellant is gone now to a heart attack. And I get a crit heal for 18! I go for the stun. I failed the 80. I failed the 80, but honestly, at this point, it is most definitely too late here. I'm gonna go for the pile. And you have not dropped the finale just yet. You will probably get the finale as your final action with only 2 damage buffs by round 13. Yeah, 2 damage buffs by round 13. God damn. But he gets to go for the finale anyway, gets payback, as my opponent says in the chat, against my abomination. So big GG's, and that is going to be the death blow. What an exciting end to an exciting match. I hope y'all agree. Hope y'all watched all the way to the end here. And I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And alright, I'll see you again another time. Cheers.